Welcome to this look at another mod map I missed on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next in my series of maps I missed with MrSealyp. I am on the map of, or the farm of Alexandra de PRODEALCENTER. Now, this is a map by Blacksheep Modding, 199.78 megabytes download. And again, I will say this, it's been out a long time. These are maps I missed. I'm mopping them up and going back and having a look. Blacksheep Modding have always brought out really good maps. And this is based on a real map, a real place. Alexandra de PRODEALCENTER is a real person, a real farmer, and a YouTuber. If you go online, look him up, you can find his YouTube videos. I watched a few. I don't speak French, I don't understand French particularly well, but you know, farming and stuff going on. So this is based on his farm. The map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with a fair bit. We've got a few patches here. Now this bit here is the verges, the periphery. Farmland 2, value of 0. So even if you come, whatever game mode you come onto here, you can buy that all up. So in essence, yes, we have got all those extra bits, but this is the bit we start with on New Farmer. So we've got plot 3, 4, and 5. The main farm is just here, and we've got a couple of fields right next to it. Field prices are about what you'd expect for the size of the fields. Now this has had an update or two, I think, since it first came out, and so this is reviewing it with all of those updates in place. There's no point me reading them all out because you'll see whatever the things are as we go around. We've got some other plots we're going to need to purchase as we go. There's a couple of pastures that we're going to need to pick up to show you. But this is a really, really nice map, really pretty. The landscape is, because it's a real place, it's great. I mean, it looks really, really great, and Blacksheep Modding have done a fantastic job on it. There are no required mods to download. Contracts are available. There are no additional crop types. If we go into build mode and we go to sheds, we've got some sheds out there. If we go to silos, we have got old grain, bunker silo, and a manure heap. If we go to tools, I believe it was. Yep, we've got a wash station, and then factories. So, sorry, production, factories. Out on the end there, we've got a biogas plant. And then I think finally there was nothing under animals. I better check that. It's not on my notes, so generally speaking, no. The animal pens that are here, sorry, are fixed in place. And then finally, if we go to production and orchards, we do have apple trees. Now, apple trees can be placed, if you've got space for them, like that. You get a little marker to put down, and they will require water to produce apples. Now, I haven't found any on the map. I scoured it because I thought that's strange. I'm sure there shouldn't there be some, because they're in here, you can put them down. And you may need them later on. You'll see at a production we get to, can or does require apples if you want to put them in there. So potentially you can put apple trees in. Like I say, I haven't found any myself personally. So directly over here we have our sleep trigger. The farmhouse is there. If we come across the way here, what looks like, I say, I'm not French, so I don't follow Alex's channel anyway, but if we come over to here and open this door, like I said about the level of detail, I'll open this one too. This is the workshop on the farm. It looks like it was an old chicken, or possibly even pigs. Those large openings with a little bit out there outside. A little bit of a hayloft up the top here as well for storing stuff, but this is the workshop. Come a little bit further around and open this door. I like this. There we go. I like this as a feature because it's that thing of, if you come out your farmhouse, you've got dressed in the morning, you come out to the workshop, and then obviously depending on what job you're going to do, because in game you've got the various different outfits for various different things you might be doing, if it's forestry or whatever. I like the fact the wardrobe trigger is out here. So you kind of come and you get changed into the day's work clothes. You put on your work boots, that kind of thing. That's it's a small thing, but I like that as an option. So wardrobe trigger is just in here. We come around, don't think I open that. Pickup's just here, and we'll talk about slot count straight away. Slot count is 1,017 on New Farmer, and it comes down to 842 on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. I think the difference being you didn't start with any of the vehicles and machinery between the two. I've done mod reviews and map tours and other stuff since prepping this, so my mind's blanked. I think that's what it was. I will double check if I'm correct. A thumbs up will come up if I remember. So as far as equipment goes, as we've seen, pick up just there. We do have our trailer just there, and we come across. We've got our harvester, seeder, telehandler with the trailer. We do have the Gportal sprayer, small Zator. We do have some seed fertilizer on pallets, some seed in bags. We've got a cultivator. Is it seeder and planter, or is that the subsoiling seeder? We've got a Class and a Massey Ferguson, plough, header trailer, subsoiler just there, and then we have got a little office. We can turn the shed lights, that make life a little bit easier. Got a little office in here. Very nice. Mower there, some front loader gear, and I'm pretty sure, there we go, come over to here, weeder, and then round the side, I think it's the jet washing station. There you go. Jet wash around the side here. And that is the farm. I think we open the doors up on there. There we go. For our jet wash. Close that up. I'm going to put some money in, so when we head round, I've got a little bit in there to pick up the various different things. I'm trying to think, there's not much we need to buy. A couple of pastures. I'll grab the pickup, put some money in, and we'll get on the go. On the go, on the move. On the go move, let's go. You know what I meant to say as well while I was here? The reset point for the map, unlike most maps, it's not at the vehicle shop. The spawn point, reset point, is round here. So if you need to reset any vehicles or machinery, they reset to the farm, just here, not the vehicle shop. Important piece of information passed on. So, from here, let's head out onto the lane. There's lots of little lakes and almost like little, not swamp areas, but you've got little drainage ditches, and it's lovely. There's some little boxes there. I'm going to show you one a little bit closer up on Blacksheep Modding maps. Not, I'm saying not all of them, maybe all of them. Going back absolutely ages, you've got these little boxes. You can remove the fences, so you haven't got to go along removing them fence panel by fence panel. You can remove the fence in one go. We turn in just here. So on the map, we've come from here up along here, and we are now here. This is field 2, plot 14. If we buy that for 190,000, do that, and that. Triggers appear. We have a sheep pasture in the field, just here for 150 sheep. Wool spawns in the, I think it's in the barn there. I couldn't find any other location marked out on the floor, so that would make sense. I personally, I think so. And then feed point is just there. The field can be cut, mown if you want to. And here by the side of the road, by the side of the field, press to remove fence. So you can remove the fences on or off. Water troughs are there already. Obviously, if you've got sheep in them, you probably don't want to remove the fencing. You want to keep the fencing there. If you decide you're not going to do sheep buy as a sheep pasture, you can remove the fencing and just have it as a field. It's entirely, I suppose once you bought the field, you get these triggers anyway, don't you? Close the gate. So there are lots of fields that have these round them on the map. So find those and move. And you see what I mean though about it's not gritty. It's not some Polish maps we had a very kind of muted colour palette. The colour palette works perfectly, but it has a very realistic feel to it. So if we head up, and we turn just in here, we have got a multi-fruit silo just here, 400,000 litres, shed to the side, but there we go, there's our silo, 400,000 litre multi-fruit. Come out and turn just here. It's a cracker on the map. I'm just going to double check on the map again. So we come up there, so we are at this point here. So 15 is the horse farm. You always see the triggers are here. There's horse farm and there's a bale sell point here at the horse farm, horse ranch. But when we buy this plot of land, like that, and that, we get a sleep trigger as well. So you're buying the horse farm. As you can see, the triggers all now appear. So although the trigger is showing it as a farm, click on there, and we've got potentially 16 horses. There we go, close the gate from there. Feed points, sell point, just here for bales. And then we've got barn space and storage space. Drive through. You're going to drive past the house in a moment. Anyway, when you come up here, sleep trigger just up there at the farmhouse. There's a little pond behind it as well. It's lovely. Lots of people just wandering around on your property. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but if it's a public footpath, I don't know what the rules are in France. I really don't know. So there's the farmhouse. We shall continue along. I apologise if I say this wrong. So we're coming up on Henri et Fils. I think it's Henry and Son. Sorry if I've said that wrong. I was just going to read it as Henry and Phil. But it's not. This is carpentry. This is the wood point here. We come in here. We've got a little production at the back. This again. This is so nicely made and detailed. Lovely little carpenter's workshop. There we go. 60 grand. It's a standard one. Just furniture, wood in, furniture and wood chip out. Lovely location. Quality products. Come here. It's hard to see that, so it's like a lake through here. Could be a trout lake, I don't know. I do like, I think part of the update, it does say on here that the ponds and stuff, the texturing was changed. That looks like a rippling lake. Sometimes the textures flicker, sometimes the scaling's not quite right and they don't look, but that, I mean, that looks like, that's rippling water. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. Right, we're going to head out to the main road. When we get here, again, it's all these little features and touches that stand out. And again, this is another one. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know why I didn't do a map tour on it originally. I honestly have no idea. I can't explain it. You've got it sort of almost like a soakaway just here. And come to the other side of the road. Look, got this little bit here where it runs through and just underneath the road, just out into a little river that spreads out a little bit further into a pond the other side. That detailing. Marvellous! When we come out, it's this lovely open countryside. Sorry. More fence removal options available just there. Then we're going to head into the village. Is it Luan? Luan? It does say on the sign as we get to it. Yeah, Luan, I think it is. We're going to take a side turning. I don't know where it is. So it's the next one on the left. Round behind the houses. There we go. I think it might be a footpath. There was a lady walking along here when I came around the first time. Picturesque. So just out of the edge of the map here, we've got the livestock market and livestock market sell point, animal dealer, just here. So there's your livestock market. And back into the village. I think it was this crossroads I took for the thumbnail. Just lovely. Sort of place, if you're out on a hike, out on a walk, you can stop and sit on a little picnic bench, have a packed lunch, just watch the world go by, that kind of thing. On our right hand side, the boulangerie. Now this is what I was saying about the apples. If you come to the boulangerie, click on that. So we have got bread, cake, and then we've got the berrichon. That's the apple fritters. So as you can see, the recipe there requires apples as well, and down there, apples can be brought. So as well as the other things, we can make apple. I prefer the French version of it. Apple fritters sounds very normal and a bit kind of fritters. But yeah. All very lovely. We've got a lime station to our left. We've got a wood chip sell point just there. And then we've got 2 points here. So we've got the ETS France Cereal sell point, which is here. Then we've got the ETS France Cereal production. We come up to here, click on that, and do that. Wheat, flour, barley, oat, and sorghum. So it's basically flour mill. So cereal. This is your grain mill. So one is selling, sell point, and the other one is for the grain mill. Bear with me a moment. From here then, got to remember the route. If I can remember the route. It's not a massive map. But it's, I'd like to say, I don't know. We turn left here. And then I think we're left fork here. Yes, we are. I shall get this correct. Right, here we are. So, just here, this field, we have another pasture. We've got a farm just over there, which we're going to get to momentarily. Again, fences can be removed if you want to. You don't have to own the field to remove the fence. I don't own this yet, but you can remove the fence if you want to. But here, back to the map. So we came down to the main road, out on there into the town. We followed that road up, animal dealer, came into here, boulangerie there, and then the ETS France, wood chip, and lime station. We came down there, we've taken this fork. So field 34, plot 24, by that, and that. Figures pop up, icons come up, and we've got our animal pasture for 100 cows. Water point, feed point in the middle of the field just there. We go down to the edge of the field and just turn right here. We come to here and cross over. Just stop here momentarily. So we've come along here and we're at this point. You can see the marker's already there. If we buy 26 and we buy 25, like that, do that and that. Sleep trigger pops up, so across the road is the farmhouse for this little farm. With a courtyard. There you go. Some barn and building space for storage of vehicles, equipment and machinery, or whatever you would like to put in there. Feed point for this cow barn. Does that mean, say cow barn, it's a cow barn and pasture. Silage clamp just there. Slurry point, I think the milk point, no, that's the manure heap. That's a good point. Where is the, if that's the slurry point, that's the feed point. Let me just go and do this. There we go, there's our trigger. 120 cows, so they go actually between the field and in through and into the barn. So I suppose cow barn with pasture, let's go with that. There must be a milk point. Oh, this point here is for milk. I don't think this door opens actually. It opens from the inside. Let's try it from the inside. Just want to be thorough. Oh no, doesn't it? It's all, we're closed in. No, okay. Didn't know to have a look, but oh no, now I'm stuck. So, cow farm. Now what I did when I said about the apple trees, off camera, I put in actually by accident, I put in, I sped up time to check something, and in doing so, racked up a load of money. I bought every single field on the map to double check. Sometimes I'll go into build mode and I'll sort of hover around and see if I can find anything. But I thought it's going to be one little plot somewhere that when you click on it, there'll be like 3 or 4 apple trees. But I couldn't find any, so like I say, I assume it's just going to be you put them in. And I couldn't find any other pastures on any fields either. So as far as I know, that's it. Now follow this lane down. It's maps like this I love. I've said that before. Court Farm was another one. There's so many. I could just drive around on the map. It's a little bit of a drive. Lovely flowing countryside. And we should come to a T-junction. Just here. Check for traffic, which I don't normally do on a map tour. And just here we've got the restaurant, sell point. Then we come a bit further on the road and we're coming up on the workshop of Dr. Moreau. Not quite an island. R. Moreau, I think Dr. Moreau was Paul, wasn't it? It was Paul Moreau. I was talking to MrSealyp when I said about this. I said I was going to do a thumbnail and have a D in front of that, just put a D. The workshop of Dr. Moreau. I said, and she said, what are you talking about? I said, the island of Dr. Moreau. She said, what's that? I'm sure, was it H.G. Wells? It's a science fiction. I mean, I know there was a film way back 70s with Burt Lancaster and Michael York. I remember watching as a kid with my dad and being terrified. I think they remade it, didn't they? Was it Val Kilmer? I don't know. Michael Douglas? Who was it? Anyway, there was a much more modern version of it. And that's all by the by. So, this point, actually, I need to double check that. So, we've come down, we're along here. So, there we go. ETS Armoro sell point is just there. If we come around the back, we've got the workshop trigger for the vehicle shop. Now, like I said, this is not the reset point. The reset point is up at the main farm. So, vehicle shop. Now, I thought, because this is part of the verges, the periphery, but this jet wash doesn't seem to work. You can place another one, it's not a problem, because you technically own the land. Door doesn't open either. Right, okay. We'll swing around and come this way. So workshop and workshop trigger is in here. If we come through here, back round to the front office, we've got the vehicle shop. If we come out around the corner, we've got gas pumps, gas station, so for refueling just here. So Armoro, local dealership for equipment, machinery, fuel, etc. A bit further on the road. We turn in here to the biogas plant. I think this is one where you can buy the land separately, because the trigger's already showing. If you buy the biogas plant, if I just go and buy the biogas plant, you get the land. But I think we can buy the land. Yeah, you can buy the land on its own for 113,952. Just buy the land, and then you can utilise it however you want. In here, we do have the workshop trigger just there. For the biogas plant itself, if we buy the whole lot, I think it works out, because it adds on the extra bit for the land, I think. Do that. It's a standard biogas plant, standard crop types in, digestate out. We go back to our map, and then click on it. Yeah, so by buying the biogas plant, we've got the land with it, but you can buy the land on its own. And that's the map. We've got a little section down here. There is actually, you know what? No. I was going to show you. I meant to do it on my notes. I wrote down railway, and I thought, oh, that's what I need to do off camera. Go down to the railway and see if a train comes past at any point. And I didn't do it, so I'm going to go and have a look just in case. I'm not sure if it does or not. There is a railway that runs across the map. Let's see if we can get down to there. I will see you momentarily. The SNCF. There is a train that runs along the bottom. That was a bit of luck, wasn't it? As I was hooning across the field. So you can't use it. It's not for sell points or anything, but it comes in on the map there. And we can cross over the railway there. There's a few fields just at the bottom. But yeah, then the train runs out off there. What was cool actually, as I drove down here, and this is off the map, but it is off the map, but there is still a lake there. It's all this land, you can see out across it, but obviously it's just not accessible for you to go on. And like I say, if we go a bit further along, it does open out onto the 4 fields that are just out this side as well. But another cracker. Corker of a map. Lovely map by Blacksheep Modding. Again, I don't know how I missed it, why I missed it, but I did, so I'm rectifying that as we speak. That is Alex PRODEALCENTER FARM by Blacksheep Modding. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.